All right, legends, welcome back. In this section, I just want to talk to you about the 4 different types of leads and what you need to do in order to communicate with these people on Facebook and Instagram. So here we go. Imagine that you want to boil an egg, right? And you have 4 different hobs, right? Anyone like eggs? Oh, I love eggs. Oh, I love me eggs, right? You got 4 different hobs. This one is freezing cold water. It's going to take a long time to boil an egg. In fact, you just can't boil an egg, right? Now, freezing is when you don't know that person. Like, you don't know Steve, and Steve doesn't know you. That is a freezing cold contact. You don't know Heidi, and Heidi doesn't know you. You don't know Mary Elizabeth, and Mary Elizabeth doesn't know you. Okay? Hello. All right, so that's freezing. The second group is cold. Cold is also very, very difficult to boil an egg in, but cold market is when you know Carly, Carly doesn't know you. You know Adrian, Adrian doesn't know you. Abdallah knows you, but you don't know Abdallah. You know Bob. Sorry, Bob knows you, but you don't know Bob. That's cold. Warm is when you both know each other. You know Adriana, Adriana knows you. Or Mary knows you, you know Mary. Okay, that's warm. And then boiling is when you know Sarah, Sarah knows you, and you have some story or experience or memory together. Meaning you've gone for dinner, or you've met at a party, or they came and rescued you from a situation one time, or your kids go to the same school and you see each other at the school gates a couple of times a week, or like you've got mutual friends and you went on a night out and you had that experience together because you put them in a taxi and made sure they were all right. Like, whatever it might be, you've got freezing, cold, warm, boiling. These are the 4 types of contacts, okay? Now, the idea is to take people from freezing to cold, cold to warm. We can recruit people in warm, but eventually we get them into boiling, and you'll recruit a lot of people in the boiling. That is the flow. That's what we need to get to. So, how do we get people from freezing to cold? Remember, freezing means they don't know you and you don't know them. Cold means one person, let's say the O means that they know. Woo! The O means that they know. That rhymed. It's basically M&M. All right? So, you don't know each other, and then one person knows them. So how? 2 ways. 2 ways. Number 1, you create content so they get to know you. Or number 2, you connect with that person. That's it. So let me talk to you about how you can connect with people. Content we talked about yesterday. But let's just spend a few moments here talking about how you can connect with people on Facebook or on Instagram. Okay. I've not plugged in. Hang on a minute. There we are. There we go. Should be good now. All right, let's do Facebook first whilst I'm messing around there. Okay. And I actually showed this yesterday, but I think repetition is important. So on Facebook, I believe the best way, if you've got suggested friends, then that's a great way to start, especially if you're new. Suggested friends, okay? I don't think I've got it on my end. Well, yeah, it's going to be very difficult for me to show it on my end because I'm on the desktop and I'm not on the mobile. Oh, let's see. Suggestions, okay? So suggestions. So I went on the mobile. It's going to be very, very different. But all these people, Facebook says, hey, you may know these people, right? So I can go and I can go and add all these different people, all right? So that's the first place, suggested friends, okay? There's a lot of people here. And once you've kind of gone through the suggested friends, eventually it's going to stop suggesting you because they're going to have an idea that you know what you're doing, and you know how to connect to people, okay? Now, the second way, and my favorite, is Facebook groups. And I did the yoga example, I think, yesterday with the this or that type post. That is the best way of building, that is the best way of building new connections, taking people from freezing cold to then warm, okay? When it comes to you reaching out. Because if I post the question in here, remember I think yesterday I said, hey guys, if you're like me and you're new to yoga, would you recommend following someone on YouTube and doing it at home, or plucking up the courage to go to the yoga studio even though I suck at doing the downward facing dog? Your insight is valuable to me. Okay? And then let's say I have 11 different, let's try and find one, 11 different comments. Let's say I have 11 different comments. Now I can go and I can love it, I can reply, and then I can message them. Okay? Now what to message, I'll tell you in a moment. So that's the first way. Okay? Now, well, two ways, right? Suggested friends if you're new to Facebook, and then, or newer to the process of adding new people. And then the second way is Facebook groups. There are lots of different ways, but you don't need to know them all, because you can make a flipping fortune with one of those two ways. Okay? Now, the second platform is Instagram. Okay? So on Instagram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto my newsfeed, right? I'm going to go onto the newsfeed, and then any post that I'm interested in from the aspect or the perspective of my who. So if my who are dog lovers, if I see dog lovers, right, a post about dogs, I will go into the comments and I will look to reply to that person and message that person. That's it. Now, some of you guys aren't adding, or you're not messaging strangers because you think it's weird. Get over it. You would not be on this planet. You would not be alive. You would not be the incredible human being that you are, if your dad or your mum plucked up the courage, or they didn't pluck up the courage to go approach the other one, asking them for a drink and a dance and a date and whatever that might be. One of them might have felt weird. Your dad might have felt, oh, this is going to be really weird. What if she rejects me? Oh, you know what? Screw it. I can't miss this opportunity. Your mum might have been like, oh my God, who is this weirdo? Go away, go away, go away. Magical things happen when two strangers meet. That's why I always say network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. Stop thinking it's weird. Getting over the feeling of weird is the hardest thing in network marketing. Why? Mindset, environment. Network marketing is either a numbers problem or a drama problem. That's why you're not growing. You're not doing enough of the numbers, or you're overthinking it. Okay? So that's how you move people from freezing to cold. You create content so they're aware of you, or I would say, and I would do both. You go out there and you connect with people. Now, the cold message to actually send, right? Which, by the way, is if you create content and they're aware of you, great, we're cold. If you then message someone cold and they see it and respond, then they're warm. They know you and you know them. Fantastic. So the cold message is, hey name. Obviously, if their name is not name, you don't call them name. Hey name. How you found them. And then ask a question. So, hey Linda, loved that post you made, or loved the comment you loved the recommendation you gave me on the yoga group. And then the question, why do you recommend me going to the studio over YouTube? That's it. Or it could be, hey Claire, love that comment you made on Tony Robbins' Instagram post. Have you been to one of his UPW events? Now, if someone doesn't want to reply, they don't want to reply. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to be super worried and be like, oh no, people aren't replying to me. I'm just going to go find someone else. Or I'm going to keep creating better content, more consistent content around the pain to get people finding me. but I've got to do both. Remember in day one where I talked about action marketing and attraction marketing? You've got to do the action marketing whilst you're waiting for the attraction marketing to catch up. It could be 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 36 months. It could be 4 years, 5 years, 6 years until that tipping point comes. But when that tipping point comes, it's game on. It's game on. Okay, so let's say, so now I've obviously covered that you find someone and you message them, now you're warm. Let's say someone finds you and adds you, right? Someone finds you and adds you on Facebook or follows you on Instagram. Now you're warm, but you haven't had a conversation. Let's say Kevin finds me through a piece of my content and he adds me. I would say that more than 97%, 98%, maybe even 99% of people who follow others don't send a message. How many times have you had a new follower who hasn't messaged you? Happens all the time. Oh, I've had 100 new followers in the last 12 months and 3 of them have messaged me. Happens all the time. I don't get it. That in the real life world, that is like you walking down the street and someone following you, never saying a word. Just like that. I'm not going to approach them. I'm just going to look like a weirdo instead. Say something. But most people won't, so you've got to be the instigator. Remember, be the instigator, not the investigator. So how does that work? Let's say I've got a new Facebook friend or a new Instagram follower. I will get my phone and I will send them a voice message. You can send a text message if you want. You can send a video message if you want. But I always like a voice message because I feel like I can get straight to the point, high energy. So I'm going to go, hey, Bob, super excited to be connected with you here on Facebook or Instagram. And really can't wait to get to know your story a little bit better. Hey, you may or may not know, but I help who to what? Ta-da! If there's anything I can help you with, please feel free to ask. I would love to help you. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, hey, name, great to be connected with you here on Facebook or Instagram, right? Obviously, whatever the platform is. You may or may not know, but I help who to what. You should already know what that who to what is after day 1 and after day 2, right? That's the whole point. Now, see how it all starts to make sense and all the words start to make sense? So then when you say that and you give them an opportunity to ask a question, the right people will ask questions, the wrong people won't. And if they ask you a question, guess what they've given you? An idea for content. Oh, yeah, I saw a few of your lives about doing the downward facing dog or about traveling the world more for less. How can you get the best deals on travel? So then you do a reel or a live or a post. My new friend Kelly asked me the other day, how do I get such great deals on travel? Well, I leverage a platform. In fact, let me show you. Turn the camera around. This is the platform that I use. Hey, if you want access to it, it's an invite-only platform. Message me. And then you share that piece of content back to Kelly and say, hey, Kelly, hope this helps. Let me know if you want access to the platform. It's not difficult, but you've got to start the conversation. You've got to start the conversation. So someone follows you or adds you as a friend, instigate the conversation. Don't wait for them to instigate it. All right? So that's that. Now, again, the message is, hey, Claudine, great to be connected with you here on Facebook or great to be connected with you here on Instagram. Super excited to get to know your story. You may or may not know, but I help who to what. Is there anything I can help you with? I would love to answer any questions you might have. Something like that. Okay, you can put your own spin on it, your own flavor on it, your own voice on it. Just make sure you do it personalized and keep the message short, sweet, and to the point. If you want to text it, you can. If you want to use your voice, you can. If you want to send a video message, you can. Whatever you feel is best. Okay? but the who to what. A lot of people go, hey, Deborah, just I'm curious, like, how did you find me? That's quite like all right, geez. It's not approachable. It's not friendly. It's like, how did you find me? It's like, no, I help this people. Like, and if they're like, oh, that's me, or I know someone who needs that, or it's an easier way for you to be able to continue the conversation. Okay, next message is a comment. What happens if someone comments? Now, maybe, well, they know you and you don't know them because they know you and you, they know you and you don't know them, and maybe they've commented on a post, or potentially you both know each other and they've commented. What do you say? You can say, you can say whatever you want, really, but I would always reply to the comment, looking to continue the conversation, get some more comments in there, happy days. But then I would go into the messenger and I would hey, Gay, thank you so much. Hey, Gay, hey, Gail, hey, Agatha, hey, Adrian, hey, Adriana, hey, Abdallah, hey, Mary Elizabeth, hey, Sarah, hey, Bob, whatever, their name, obviously. And I would look to continue the conversation in the messenger. Thank you so much. Hey, Gail, thank you so much for the comment on my post. Massively appreciate it. And if I've not spoken to them about the business, I could say, I know this is a little random, but you may or may not know I help who to what. Is there anything? If there's anything I can help you with, just don't hesitate to ask. Be more than willing to help. So whenever you get comments, make sure that you are reaching out and thanking them, looking to continue the conversation. A lot of people will use the comments way more than the messenger. Way more. Okay. Now, what about the people who are warm and the people who are boiling? These are the people who you follow and they follow you, or you're friends with them on Facebook. And these are the people who you go onto Facebook and you go into your friends list, or you go onto Instagram and you go onto your follower list, and there are hundreds. There are hundreds. Some of you guys have thousands. Some of you guys have tens of thousands. And you haven't spoken to 95% of them. More. You haven't spoken to 99% of them in the majority of the case. So there are two types. I know I'm throwing a lot of scripts at you. For those of you guys who have got the scripts pack, you'll be covered because I'm pretty sure I mentioned every single one of them in here. But there's two different ways to go, right? There's two different ways to go. The first one is someone you're friends with or you're a follower with, and you've never spoken to them. So you follow them, they follow you, you've never spoken to them. Or you're friends on Facebook with each other, but you've never spoken to them. Like, at all. So you would say something like this. Hey, Christina. Hey, Christina. I see you. Hey, Christina. I like the plants in the background. Nice. Hey, Christina. I know we've been connected here Hey, Christina. I know we've been friends here on Facebook for some time. Or I know we've been following each other here on Instagram for some time, but we've never connected. I would love to change that. How are you? Now, if someone sees that and doesn't reply, I'm going to consider unfriending or unfollowing that person. What is the point in being connected with someone who's not prepared to connect? I don't know about you guys, but I don't have any friends in my life that I've not connected with. Like, my best mate Pete, never met him, never spoken to him, but he's my best mate. That's just weird. So that's the first type. So everyone that you're connected with, like you're friends with, or you both follow each other, make sure you send that message to every single person. So you give them the opportunity to actually start connecting with you. Some people are going to go, oh yeah, I've been following you for a while. I've never really reached out. Blah, blah, blah. Like, what is it that you do? Right? That's going to be rare, but at least you give them the opportunity. The other way is that you have connected with someone, but you've never spoken to them about the business, or you've never spoken to them about the product or whatever it is that you do. So in that situation, it would be, hey, Jolanda, hey, Carly, hey, Agatha, hey, Tootie. You can do it text, you can do it voice note, you can do it video message, whatever it might be. I noticed we've been connected with here for a while, and I don't think I've ever brought up how I could help you. Would you be open for me? Would you be open for me to share how I do that? You can leverage the who to what again. So, hey, Carly, I know we've been connected here for a while, and I don't think I've actually let you know how I help mums to make money online. And if they're not a mum, if they are a mum, you would then say, would you be open to hearing more about how it could work for you? If they're not a mum and they're a dad, you would say, would you happen to know any mums that would be interested in making money online? Something like that. But the idea is by the end of 2025, right? As I'm recording this, it's November 2024, right? Over the next 12 months, some of you guys are going to need 12 months. Some of you guys can do it in 12 minutes, right? Make sure you've A, connected with every single person that you're actually connected with, or B, ask every single person you're connected with if they would be open to how you can help them. Got to be done. It's got to be done. And those are the 4 types of contacts. And those are all the different messages. I don't know, there was a lot. I think there was like 6 or 7 different messages there, different scripts. But now you have a way to start the process, because the first step of the process to make money is leads. Leads, contacts, prospects. Okay? And in the next video, I want to talk to you about the rest of the process. All right? Hope you got value from that. See you in the next one.